This will be so fun.
I got some good stuff.
Yay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hello.
Are we already recording?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dear. My first alcohol in a week.
Why?
I know, right? I started this new eating plan, and so it doesn't
But that's
exactly
drinking,
include
that's not
alcohol. I know, right? It doesn't include alcohol. So
You're making an exception for us.
I have to scoot over like this.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm off the...
Well, here we can.
Okay, there.
So, there we go.
I can't reach my wine.
Perfect.
There.
Well, here, put it here.
Wine.
Put it there.
Okay.
Okay.
What are we drinking?
Are we supposed to introduce ourselves too?
Oh, yeah, that too. We haven't done this in so long, I think we've forgotten.
Yeah.
This...
who am I?
Gary, edit that out.
No. Gotta keep it real.
This is Knit 1, Sip 2, podcast number 6.
Yes. I don't have the thing in the background.
Oh, I know. We're way out of
well, I mean, like,
practice
I
because
you
we
know.
haven't done this in weeks.
Yeah,
and we're in Joan's backyard, which is gorgeous, and it's a beautiful afternoon.
You have to take B-roll of the backyard so that Gary can maybe...
Sure, we can do that.
Can I tell you how many people have complimented
Oh,
that part?
the editor. The editor's getting a little carried away with his comments.
Oh my gosh, I think he's hysterical.
The editor makes editorial comments.
He's allowed.
So anyhow, this is podcast number, did I say 6?
Yes.
I'm Jeanette.
I'm Joan.
And
And that's, okay, so wait a second. So just to clarify, because now I'm going to say her name wrong.
See?
Chevy Rell?
Chevy Rell.
Chevy Rell.
Chevis is her
Okay.
name, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember her saying. Okay, so
Yeah.
poor Chevy Rell. So I always tell people Joan as in of Arc, like Joan of Arc, because so many people think that Joann is Joanne. It's Joan. Joann or Joanne is Joanne. So anyway, for all of those of you that are confused about the name, it's Joan as in of Arc. But then I followed up with I'm
You
no
said that
saint.
really quickly. It doesn't sound like, oh yeah,
Joan as in of Arc, but I'm no saint.
Jonas of Arc. You know, it sounds
Yeah,
like.
not many people get it. Maybe I say it too quickly because of my Jersey accent, but anyway.
And I am Riley K on, what am I Riley K
Ravelry.
on? Ravelry. And I'm Nettie Keys on Instagram.
And I am Units, YUKNITS, on Ravelry, and we are Knit 1 Sip 2 on Instagram.
And I've had a lot of people reach out to me on Ravelry and friend me
It's
and
been
that.
great.
And it's so fun.
Yes.
So thank you.
Thank you,
to all
Chevy
of
Rell,
you.
for the shout out because
Yeah, definitely. I love her podcast.
Yes.
She and I would be tequila drinking buddies, but I can't drink tequila here because I actually drive eventually. So tequila and driving do not mix.
We have to like get you an Uber or something.
Yeah, maybe
one
one
nights.
day, and
Yeah.
we'll get you drinking tequila.
Oh.
So what are we drinking now?
Okay, so we're drinking. That was a nice segue. Han SLH. There we go. Which is nice because the Santa Lucia Highlands is known for their whites and their shards especially.
So it's Monterey County.
Monterey County, and for those of you that come to visit or are planning a trip or even just live here, the Han Winery is beautiful. They have this lovely back deck area. You're welcome to bring a picnic.
Oh, I've never been there.
Oh my gosh, it's fabulous. And the people are tremendous. And you see this beautiful view of the Salinas Valley. And I mean, when they do ATV tours, you can do an ATV tour of their property. The people there are always lovely. The wine is always fantastic. And you can bring your dog if it's well behaved. We've brought Coco. So... yeah,
just be a fun day out.
Lovely.
Is it out River Road area?
Yes, it's down River Road. So it's Monterey County, so like South County, like on the way to King City, that River Road.
So Joan's been away. We haven't done this in weeks because Joan's been away. She's been dance mom extraordinaire.
I've been dance momming.
Hopefully not a la Abby Lee Miller. But
I don't think so. I was dance momming and keeping my feet grounded, or excuse me, in lots of yarn stores.
Cool. So yeah, I can't wait to hear about it because I haven't heard anything about this. I have no idea.
It's true. You haven't.
Well, I know where she went, but like I don't know what she bought or anything. So it's kind of fun.
You probably don't know any more than anybody on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. I know very little.
Yeah.
But first, what I'm wearing, are you wearing hand knits?
No, I'm wearing Eileen Fisher.
So I am wearing a sweater I made in 2016.
So cute.
Camera. I don't know where you are.
Just shove this back. Shove the chair back.
And then you that's okay. That was enough. So it's called Siesta, and it's by Carol Feller, and I hardly ever wear it. Like, Joan had never even seen it. For some reason, I don't like it that well, and I'm not really sure why. It's not that there's anything wrong with it. It certainly was not the pattern, because Carol Feller's patterns are awesome, and she has an attention to detail that I think is great. So this pattern definitely had that, like this little, edging at the sleeve, and an I-cord bind off at the bottom, and it's reverse stockinette right here. So it definitely has a lot of detail that I like, but I don't know, maybe how some things just make you feel good, and then others are kind of like this isn't but also in full disclosure, it's not often where I work that I could wear short sleeves even in the summer. Like, I have to have a sweater pretty much. I could wear hand knits all year round there.
Yeah, long sleeve hand knits, woolen hand knits.
Yeah, even though it's only 20 minutes, 15 minutes from here with no traffic. So it was foggy when I left there. So anyway, that's what I'm wearing. Knitted in 2016 out of Frog Tree Peekaboo yarn, which I'm sure is discontinued. It's like a bamboo. And it was very splitty. It wasn't fun to knit the fabric. I mean, the yarn. But, yeah.
So I think I'm going to skip over
what you're working
on. My FOs and my whips.
Yeah, because you have a lot to say.
Straight to stores. And I promised all of the stores I would get them in.
Yeah, or we could split stores. Yeah,
we could.
Whatever
but I told everybody we'd do
whatever you want.
So.
Do it.
Okay, so I had a fabulous time. So I spent the first week driving to stores in the Bay Area because I knew I wouldn't have a car the second 2 weeks. So I hit 2 stores in Berkeley, briefly hit a store in Oakland, which makes me sad that it was only briefly, but we'll get into that in a second. I hit a store in Pacifica, Danville, and then I went inside the city. So first store that I hit, Avenue Yarns. Great store. They have a nice mix of both hand knit and what I'm calling manufactured yarns, like Rowan and I consider Shibui and Brooklyn Tweed manufactured yarns. Would you?
Big company.
I don't know if there's
what
large
the right
company
terminology is.
Yarns versus small individual dyers. But they had a really nice mix of both. The lady that helped me was Eleni. She was so sweet. It was my first store, so I didn't have like kind of my shtick or a rhythm to get into. So I kind of almost wish I had left it to one of the later stores because there was so much there to take in that I kind of feel like, I missed out on something. I'm sure I did. So anyway, the great thing about that store was they had a huge selection of Brooklyn Tweed, the largest selection of Brooklyn Tweed I've ever seen. So, like some stores have Shibui on one wall, they have Brooklyn Tweed, and they had Shibui as well, but they had just one whole area for Brooklyn Tweed. They organized their store from lace weight all the way around to bulky. So that was nice.
And you have pictures, or we could insert some pictures?
I have pictures on Instagram. I'll
send them to me, and maybe we could have our editor, if we pay him extra.
Right.
Extra tequila. Yeah, okay. No, we pay him in tequila.
Yeah, there you go.
If we pay him in extra, then maybe he can insert some photos.
Right. Okay. So let me see. Let me make sure that I didn't miss anything. So they have really cute, one of the photos that I took, they have magnetic brooches that are really, really cute. They've got a whole display in the window, and it's one of the photos I took. And they're magnetic so that way they don't annoy, not like these flies are annoying us. They don't bother your your knits. You know, they don't like pull at them or anything.
So
They're
how do you wear it? Is it like for a shawl?
Yeah, I don't think it'd be for, well, I don't know. You might be able to use some of them for a shawl. I saw them on my way out the door, and it was like, oh my gosh, that's adorable, click. And then just kind of had a scoot. But just really fun brooches. Like, yeah, I might put it on a small shawlette. I don't know that it would hold a big one, but like a small shawlette or something like that. Just really cute. So I purchased 2. So one of the other goals of going to all these stores was to discover new Bay Area or California-based dyers. So I purchased 2. The first one that I bought, I've already actually started knitting with. It is Sincere Sheep. So this is, so Brooke is somebody that we see every year at Stitches. She has this lovely, company. I hate to call these companies because they're so intimate. I feel like company's not intimate enough, but lovely yarn dyeing company based out of Napa. Everything, plane flying overhead. You know, this is reminiscent of my wedding. We had a plane fly over like 2 or 3 times. Warren tried to pass it off as hiring the Blue Angels. But anyway.
Okay.
So, she uses all natural dyes. So everything comes from plants, vegetables, fruits. And it was interesting because it says some of it even comes from agricultural food waste. Which I thought was kind of interesting. So, and then on all of her tags, so that's her tag. And again, that's I started Cecilia a pair of leggings. On her tag, this is so cool. She has the sheep. It's so, hang on, glasses. Sorry. Should have done this while the plane was flying overhead. So she has the sheep, the name of the wool, the content, the weight, and the yardage.
So it's Cormo
worsted.
Cool.
So
and it's from color Wyoming, right? Is that what that says? Wyoming? Yeah.
Where does it say that? Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. It also says what ranch? 9 Mile Ranch in Casey, Wyoming. So I just thought that was absolutely adorable. So I got some of that, which was fun. Okay, and then this next one, I have to make sure that I've got all my notes on this next one, because this, where did it go? Here we go. This is absolutely adorable, and I got this to go in our giveaway. So this is Twirl Yarn, and this gal, and this is so soft, I feel like.
It's really pretty.
So this gal, she gives you information on the sheep or wool-bearing animal that it came from. So it says here, Ditto is
it's hard to read. It's blended 2-ply yarn.
Yes. Peanut's the name of the sheep. Peanut is one of my amazing
perfect
weathers.
Gentleman.
Yes, so that means he's been fixed.
So this is his wool. So and Romney, California variegated mutant breed. I believe the M is mutant. California variegated, I know. Lamb's wool, alpaca, and kid mohair. So this is a really cool
and she raises all of the animals. These are all her animals.
So this is the yarn that will go in our giveaway.
Yeah. I just thought that was like, what an opportunity.
And we have our editor is making a bag for the giveaway too, and so we'll give you giveaway details at the end of the podcast. But
right.
That's
do
beautiful.
We have giveaway details?
They're in my head.
Oh, goody. Okay,
I'll share them with you.
Let me know. So anyway, so those are the 2 things that I got from Avenue Yarns and they're in Albany actually, which is really close to Berkeley. Just lovely, and they had a little class going on, and just a lot of little nooks and crannies of yarn. Really nice selection. So, hi Avenue Yarn. Okay, you're up next.
Oh,
Or
I
should
have no. You just keep
You
going.
want me to keep going? Okay.
Because I have no. Yeah, mine's just regular. I just stayed home.
Okay. So the next one was the Black Squirrel. Lovely corner shop. All windows, just and in a really nice section of Berkeley where you can kind of walk around and go grab something to eat and all that. Although they're off the beaten path, they're kind of closer to the train station. So I met the owner, Chase, and she opened the store just in November of 2016. They have fabrics as well as yarn. Most of their yarn is hand dyed, small batch hand dyed. I got some Cedar House yarn from her, which is actually from
I really
Bellevue.
liked their yarn at Stitches West. I regretted that I didn't buy any. It's a beautiful pink.
Isn't that pretty? And I'm like, this might be another pair of leg warmers. But it's like so soft. So soft. So whereas Brooks yarn, which I have in my Pearl Soho seed stitch wrap, it feels crunchy, and she definitely winds it a little tighter. But when it's knit up, it really does. I feel like it softens up quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. And for different purposes, right?
Yeah. So, and this one's called Magic Hour. But so pretty, and it's got a very light tonal quality to it.
Yeah, that's a beautiful pink.
So,
really pretty.
yeah, I couldn't walk away from this one. So that was fun. So I got this from Chase at the Black Squirrel. And some of these are for you, and some of these are going to go in our giveaway.
Oh, how fun.
We have to figure out which is what.
Wow.
So look it. So we have
That's awesome.
Handmade with Love.
Oh, that's really cute.
Isn't that cute? Here,
That's really
hold.
cute.
One of a kind. Okay, there's
These are
another
darling.
handmade.
Who makes
Here's
these?
one. You know what? I should have asked. Duh.
But they sell them at the
Made
Black
for
Squirrel.
you. Yep.
Cute.
Sold at the Black Squirrel. She gave us a button so we can put that in the giveaway.
Find my face.
Oh, and okay, so let me finish this. These cute little, you could probably sew through the heart, and
Oh, that's so cute.
So I got a couple of those.
I don't know if you could see it. Knit with and then sew through the heart. How cute.
And then this one's my personal favorite. You better use this. You know who you are. So anyway,
who doesn't knit for those people anymore?
Those were so cute. I couldn't pass those up. So
those
some of those will be in the
here. I'll put the
giveaway
green yarn in the
there
giveaway bag.
Here we go.
Very cute.
And wait, I was gonna say something else.
It'll come to you. I don't know.
I can't remember now. Went right out of my head. It was something else that I wanted to say about them.
It's okay. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, maybe I'll have another sip of wine and it'll come back to me.
And then
I can't remember.
I can't talk about yarn stores, so I can't spell you on the yarn stores.
Yeah,
it's
you
all
can't help. Okay. Well, maybe it'll come back to me.
Okay.
It was something about the tags.
Keep going, and then I'll come back to you.
Hopefully. Okay, so then I went. Okay, so the one that I don't have on my list was a verb for keeping warm, which I was. It was just bad timing on my part. I went in. I didn't give it all the time that I should have, and I didn't do my research. So this is actually a good lesson for everybody else. If you're going to go to some stores that you're not familiar with, take a few minutes to get online and look to see what does the store offer. Some stores that I'm going to talk about, they don't have much of an online footprint. Verb for Keeping Warm has an incredible website where they talk about their dyeing areas inside and outside the store. They have an outdoor classroom. They have a little garden.
And I think they do natural dyes too.
They do. And I missed a lot of this because I didn't do my research. And when I went in, it was kind of, it was kind of a stressful day for me. And I I just didn't do the store justice. So one of these days I will get back to a verb for keeping warm. They had fabrics as well. And then their website talks about how you can pick out the fabric and then you can pick out the yarn to coordinate a knitted something to go with the fabric. So, so it's a good excuse to go back up.
Yeah.
So
take me.
Anyway, yes. And then I went to Danville, which was fantastic because I've never been to that part of the Bay Area. Lovely area. Went to a Yarn Less Raveled. Apparently the week that I was doing all this was TNNA. So I missed quite a few of the shop owners. And I met owner Mindy's sister, who I think is Leslie. I met Leslie and Ellen, and I didn't mark down who was who. But they do the most hysterical thing. It's brilliant. How many times have we been in a yarn store and there's boxes of stuff there? And we're like, oh, I wonder what's in there. Oh, I want to see. So they have turned this into what's in the box. And every day they post a video of them opening up the box, and it could be anything from needles to yarn or
really
whatever.
Smart.
And
That's
it's hysterical. Really so check it out. Check out their website. If you go under new or what's noteworthy, click on that tab, and then that'll take you to an area where you can click on what's in the box. And there's all the different episodes of what's in the box. It's hysterical.
That's cool.
So they were lovely. They have a couple different things. They do a stitch and pitch thing. And again, more information on their website. That's they're Giants baseball fans, or they're baseball fans, period. So they do everything from you've done it, the scarf for the shawl that, you knit based on.
It, but yeah.
You'll get there. You're not going to stop being a Giants fan.
No, but this year it would all be losing colors. So I abandoned it. Anyway, we won't get off on that.
Okay. Anyway, and then their local yarn that they carry is Houndstooth and Invictus. They also carry Luna Pearl sock yarn. This is kind of cute. The Luna Pearl is owned by a woman who is a math teacher, and her sock yarn is self-striping, and all of the stripes are mathematically worked out to be exact. And I believe that not only are they exact, like the right width, but then they match up exactly with the other sock that you knit or something.
Probably, that's
cool. Really, really cute. Hold on, I gotta remember which bag are they. Is this them? Yes, this is them. Okay, so I got you those.
Oh, how fun for my blanket.
Yes.
My crochet blanket. How fun, thank you.
So you're welcome.
Fine.
So yes.
Houndstooth. I've never heard of them.
It's a local.
Houndstooth, and this is the Little Ladies colorway. How fun. And I don't have anything like this color in my blanket, my crochet blanket. Perfect. Oh no, maybe Little Ladies is the I stand corrected. Little Ladies is the base, and this is the Bad Apple colorway. Oh. That's descriptive. I like that. Oh, there we go. And then this is the Terra colorway. Terra. Like Earth. So cool. Thank you. That's really sweet.
Yeah,
and this
absolutely.
one has some blue in it. That's gorgeous.
Yeah. I picked crazy ones on purpose. And then the owner's sister, which is either Leslie or Ellen, she designs these. And I don't have any cute progress keepers, so I traded myself.
I gave you one.
No, you gave me. No progress keepers.
Yeah, progress keeper.
No, they're in the tequila set? Or in the gin set?
Oh, I haven't given it to you.
Ooh! Ding, 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 ding.
Making me feel it for your birthday.
You're making me feel guilty that I was like, I lost it.
I've been saving it for your birthday. I have it. Oh, okay. Well, now you know. You just don't know what it is.
Don't know what it is. Yeah, there you go.
Ay.
So this was just so cute. It's a hedgehog. Look at that. And then
that is cute.
This is so cute. Hedgehog even has the back
Oh, that's cute.
Is that like so
That's
cute?
really cute. And you know
Oh yeah,
what's
Leslie's the sister.
Oh, she is.
Ellen was the helper.
Oh, you know what's
Leslie's
nice
the
about
sister.
this is it's lightweight.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
it
it's
won't
not going to
drag
pull on
a
your...
lightweight thing down.
Isn't that so
That's cool.
cute?
That's really cute.
I just fell in love with the hedgehog. So
yeah, that's
anyway.
cute. I wonder if she makes earrings. Not for
I
me,
don't
but
know. That would
for
be
people
cute.
who like hedgehogs.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
she had all different designs and everything, and she was,
I should check her
isn't
out.
that so cute? So
We can include her information. I don't know if she has an
Yes.
Etsy shop, but
I don't
it's
know.
Cute.
And then they gave us a pen to put in the
Oh,
with a highlighter on the other side.
oh, cool.
Isn't that cute?
That was
so
nice.
wait, where's our bag
It's
that
up
we're
there.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So collecting. This is the I don't know if we want to show that right now. That's what I was going to donate to the
Oh, yeah, another giveaway thing. Anzula squishy.
So that's another California yarn. Anzula has got a humongous footprint. I think I saw it in just about every single store I went into.
This is 80% merino, superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon, and the colorway is one red shoe. It's really gorgeous. It's showing up slightly orange red, but it's actually not. It's actually a blue
little bit more
red.
of a blue red, yeah.
Yeah.
So that will be in
I
the
don't know.
giveaway as
I
well.
don't know why it's showing up more orange, but
Sorry, the color here over here.
over there. There's
the
giveaway
colors.
bag.
My apologies if the colors aren't coordinating, but
Hey, we moved outside. It's different. We have a different
no, but I
setup.
mean like for the giveaway.
Oh, well, green and red.
Yeah, I guess.
They're complementary.
Yeah, I guess.
Right?
I just Anyway.
Well, they're Christmas colors. For those of you who
So
celebrate
then,
Christmas.
yeah, that's true. Okay, so you're on Less Raveled. What else? Okay, so the next one was a Royal Bee. Just this store, the ladies there, I think I'd hit my stride by the time I got into the store, and I had the most amount of time to spend in this store.
That's
so
nice.
this was fabulous. It was a lovely ride down the coast a little bit. So it's about, it's actually not too far south of San Francisco. I would say it's like 20 minutes. I was at Franklin, and I was at 455 Franklin, which is where the San Francisco Ballet is. And so from there, it took me like about 20 minutes without that much
not
traffic.
bad.
Yeah. And you would never know you were that close to the city.
Yeah, Pacifica is a whole different world.
Whole different world. Very much just like sleepy little seaside town. Just, just adorable. They have a grocery store there that's like Star Market, where they've got like groceries that are, like a little foofy as well as regular, and then like a little gift area. Just adorable. So anyway, so I met Kelly, and her helper there is Judy. So all of her shelves are in the shape of the octagonal bee, like you're looking at a beehive.
Oh.
Or a
Yeah.
cone. You know what it's
yeah.
called. Adorable. So cute. She had a beautiful mixture of mostly hand-dyed, I want to say, but I think she had some larger company yarns as well. She has her own label, Royal Bee. She also carries Ching, which is Qing.
Yeah, I've heard
She
of
carries
it.
them. They're not distributed throughout a lot of stores in the U.S. I can't remember who
I think
else.
I've never seen it in person, but I'd like to. I mean, it looks like beautiful hand-dyed
It was
yarn
very
from
pretty.
The UK, right?
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
But I kept getting thrown off because I kept looking at the label and the Chinese
Qing.
exposure.
Yeah.
I kept thinking it was from China or something. So, but lovely yarn. Her goal is to stock yarns that are all sustainable and earth-friendly yarns. So, which is really nice.
And she has some superwash in there, though, right?
I believe so.
Interesting.
Yeah. She also carries and I'm gonna butcher this. Digilpin?
No idea.
Digilpin. Okay. Scottish lamb's wool. And I'm just remembering I need to go get something. It's soft and it's similar to a chainette and very squishy, but it's like that 100%, like you would expect it to be crunchy. It's not. It was really, really nice. And I can't recall. I think she was thinking she might be the only distributor for them in the U.S.
Interesting.
But I could be wrong. Or she could be wrong. Not sure. So, and this is where, well, okay, I'm going to skip and then I'm going to come back because I left something inside that I've got to show you that I got from there.
Okay.
So she dyes her own Royal Bee yarn. So I picked up a skein. Okay. So this is some of her yarn. I loved this. I thought it was so pretty. So what I bought this for is socks. Now this is 100% superwash merino.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not the best sock knitter in the whole wide world, but I knit some great socks for Macy that were like slipper socks out of blend, and they were thicker, like worsted weight. So I was lamenting this to Kathleen, and she said, "Oh, have I got the thing for you?" So she introduced me to this rainbow elastic.
That's cool.
Which she said she knows plenty of sock knitters that are in have the same issue. And they use this in the cuff, if you feel like you need it, in the heel and in the toes. Because she said it gives you that extra wearability.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Because that's where you really need the nylon.
Oh, you're so excited. And it comes in a whole bunch of different colors.
And she carries it. This is at the Royal Bee.
This is the Royal Bee.
Oh, that's
so,
awesome.
I mean, and I picked up a bunch of different colors. And I think I got this one for you because it's a neutral color.
Because my neutral.
Well, I just
thank
wasn't,
you.
I mean, I wasn't
That's
sure.
awesome.
So, yeah, but it comes in, she even
I've
has
never seen this.
like
That's really cool.
a sparkly one that I bought. I was just like, well,
That's cool.
sparkly toes would be fun.
Yeah.
And she said this is for the people that they buy fingering weight that is 100% wool.
Yeah.
But they want to knit
that.
socks out of it. She's like, that's what this is for.
That's really cool. And it says, let's see, what does it say? Choose the color that most closely matches or is slightly darker than the main color of your garment. So very pretty.
I picked later.
No, that's very pretty.
But
that's awesome.
And she had a ton of colors.
That's really great because in all the stores I've been in, I don't see that.
So yeah, anyway, so we got that. Okay, then the other thing that she has.
So wait, what are you gonna do out of the teal yarn?
I'm gonna make socks.
Oh, good.
For she had teal. I don't know. Maybe for the girls. Macy wanted another pair, so
nice.
I envision that my kids might actually like these socks, like socks made this way versus that way. So I don't know. Anyway, so she also had the Chelsea Luxe, which I'd never seen in real life.
We saw it at Stitches West, but
did we?
You see a lot of things at Stitches West at the Royal Bee booth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
That might have also been, that was right before I started watching her podcast, because that's when we met her. Mm-hmm. And it was like, okay, now I need to start watching her podcast. And now that I've watched her podcast, I was all excited to see her yarn.
Her yarn, yeah. Which colorway is that? That's very pretty.
This is Rose...
Oh, Rose Warrior.
Warrior.
I think.
It's either that or Rose Warmer. I'm thinking Rose Warrior.
I think it's supposed to be Warrior.
Yeah.
I feel
so
like, but maybe that doesn't make sense.
Look at the pink. I don't know if you can see like the pink there. And then there's like some gold and blue.
It's very halo-y, fluffy.
It is. So, but I thought it was so pretty. And so I got some, what is this called? Sueno by Haiku.
What is that?
This is got some, I think it's got bamboo in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Viscose from bamboo and merino superwash. So I'm going to make a shawl.
Oh, pretty.
Aren't those pretty? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you need to be so proud of me because guess what colors these are not?
Well, it is pink. I see a pink.
Okay. But before that, what was I attached to before pink?
Gray?
Green and blue. You always yell at me for the green and the blue.
I can't remember now.
Okay, good. Well, you won't yell at me anymore.
Now, I know you're in a pink phase now.
So I am in a pink phase. So because look at that. Look at how pretty that is.
Yeah, that's
and pink
gorgeous.
looks good on any old face. So any old face. So anyway, so I just
Beautiful pink.
I just fell in love with that. I thought that
Wait,
was
what's
so pretty.
the pink? Oh, that's haiku
That's
as well.
the haiku as well. Yeah. So, and you know what? I know I'm mixing
Oh, it doesn't. No, that's fine.
100% merino with,
It's a shawl.
But I figure it all. Yeah, I just thought this. Ugh, so pretty. And I guess there is some green in there. But anyway.
Very pretty. How exciting.
Yeah, so I was excited about that. So, oh, and Kelly's launching her online store. She's going to do it slowly but surely. I think she's going to start with Royal Bee stuff.
That makes sense.
So that's exciting. But I just, and all of her, so let me go back. So this, I can't remember. I think, this is a DK weight. So here's something interesting. She was saying that her yarn is loftier than the average.
Yeah, it looks like more like worsted to me.
So she was saying that it's really important that you swatch, because the DK might actually knit up more like a worsted, and the worsted might knit up more like a bulky, and blah blah blah. Like fingering is more like a sport. So she just said that the way that she does it, it's loftier, it's thicker. So I fell in love with it. I thought it was so pretty. So this is, Nina says, have your teal cake and eat it too.
Cool.
So isn't that cute? Okay, so you do something, and
I do something.
You do something.
I do something.
Do something.
Perform and act.
Yes, do something, and I'm gonna run inside and get one other thing.
Well, I can talk about my FO,
yes.
which I had. I think I had finished one of my Pride Georgia socks, which were really fun to knit. I have two of them. I finished both of them. I finished it like the day after our last podcast. So yeah, I took scraps that I had and leftover yarn that Joan had given me, and it's white. The main part is white birch fiber arts in, what's the colorway? Nothing says screw you like a rainbow. So these were my like June Pride Month socks in the Georgia pattern by Tracy Miller. And yeah, they were fun to knit. Fun. I just use scraps. I use, like, this is a Madeline Tosh single that I had. I mean, I would just wear these around the house, so that's not going to matter as far as the single goes. And so they don't exactly match. You can see that they don't exactly match. That's the heels are different, but I don't care. So yeah, I finished those. It feels like a long time ago now. And then I finished a sock. I actually started this sock for my sister. This is a jelly roll sock with a corrugated heel.
Cute.
Isn't that fun? But so my sister, who lives in Wisconsin, is a Packers fan and an Oakland Athletics fan. So that's why I bought this yarn from Lolo Did It in the Cheeseheads colorway, and then I used something that I already had, Malabrigo sock. But I knit this, and I don't know what was going on at the time, but it is super tight, like super tight. And I just thought, this is not going to be comfortable for her. She has about the sock that I made for my sister, which is
technical difficulties.
Which is now for me because I really made it too small. So now I need to make the other one. It has one sock.
Make sure you don't make the other one too big.
Yeah. I don't do well with making two separate things the same way. No matter how I try, they turn out slightly different.
Right.
And so that's why I like 2 at a time socks.
Yes. Well, I'm doing 2 at a time leg warmers.
Yeah.
So
it's you. You have another store to talk about, right?
I do. I have plenty of stores to talk about. So I went inside to get, still at Royal Bee, the Noble Needle. Okay, so I haven't used these yet, but I'm really excited to. These needles are imported from Germany, and I believe she is the only seller of, and only of their ebony needles. So these needles are made in Germany by a family. They were started out being made by a family who made instruments. and they took the leftovers of the wood from the instruments and they started making needles.
I see them. They're ebony.
Yeah. These are ebony. They also make rosewood and kingwood, which I don't know what kingwood is.
No, I don't either. Wow, these are beautiful.
Yeah, check out their website. They actually offer needle repair. So if you accidentally break one on a cable, on a circular, they can replace just the one for you, depending on how it's broken. If there's ever any splintering, they're warranted for life.
They're called Haight St.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they do custom orders, and they also do some in bone and horn, which...
Wow. I like ebony. I have one pair of ebony needles.
Really?
That I bought years ago, and they're beautiful. They're like size 10.
My only frustration is that I was so excited that I was like, I'll get a size 5.
Yeah.
And I should have gotten a size 6.
Or size 4.
But it's fine. I'm like looking for the perfect project to knit with these.
Yeah, beautiful.
But they're just gorgeous, and they're just pointy enough. Like, I think that they're going to be a lot of fun to work with.
How fun.
So, yeah. So, and she's going to be at Stitches again this year.
Yeah, she had those needles at Stitches West.
Yeah. Well, okay, so this talks about, I'm going to talk about Janet for a minute here and her fabulous memory, because I called her up and I said, I'm sitting outside of Royal B. And Janet's like, they're the ones that had the needles. And I'm like, I don't even remember them being there.
Some things I remember. Other things, not so much. My coworkers would say, no.
Yeah, no. Well,
she doesn't have a great memory.
We need to get you in more, because you're like,
and I'm knitting. But yeah,
That's
my
okay,
coworkers would say something different.
Well, you know
That's
what?
okay.
They can. So, anyway.
That's okay.
Anyway, all right. So, so that was the end of my travels on the outskirts of the Bay Area, and I didn't get a chance to go more north into Marin. Maybe another trip to SF Ballet next summer. We'll see. But the fabulous thing, I'm going to pause here for a second and say the fabulous thing about all of these stores were all of the people were so lovely and so supportive. I explained to most of them what I was doing, and they were, definitely go check out, Black Squirrel, and that's what I was going to say about Black Squirrel. Going back to Black Squirrel for a moment, the reason why she named it Black Squirrel was because she remembers watching the squirrels store things, store their little acorns and stuff, and she liked that because she wants to have a store of yarn and fabrics and stuff like that.
Stored. It's so funny. Today I met with some people for my job, and they said that they saw a black squirrel in their yard, and they never see one. In our area, I think we have brown squirrels.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So, anyway.
And I've seen red squirrels, too.
Yes, and gray squirrels on the East Coast, but
yes. Yeah.
We once had some people from Scotland who swore that the squirrels that in our park weren't squirrels. Like, no, they don't look like our squirrels at all. They can't be squirrels. They're scrawny and scruffy. And
we call the ones
California
that aren't
squirrels.
Those are called raccoons here.
Yeah,
the ones that aren't scrawny and scruffy.
California squirrels are scrawny and scruffy, not like Scotland squirrels.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Speaking
that's a
of
tangent.
Scotland, oh my gosh.
Oh, you have so much to say.
More to say. But anyway.
Throw that on Instagram.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Are you saving that for next podcast?
I think so. I think so. That's a little
you have
tease.
a lot. Yeah.
So anyway. So then I went to Imagine It in the city, which I had only been to once before years ago.
I've never been.
Oh, it's a lovely store. So I would say it's probably the largest store I had been to. The owner's name is Allison. She was fabulous.
What neighborhood is it in?
Don't ask me. All I know is that I could take the J, and I think I got off from the J, which is the Muni, the light rail, on, I want to say 18th.
Okay.
I want to say it's on 18th.
Okay.
Wait, did I write it down? No, of course not. Anyway, they have a lovely website. They've got a ton of classes, and
they're always at Stitches West.
They're always at Stitches West. She had just come back from TNNA. She was fabulous. She shared some of her finds from TNNA. They
that was sweet.
Yeah, really, really lovely. As a matter of fact, I posted on Instagram the sushi shawl.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you see that? It was so cute. You knit this shawl, and it's a whole kit, and it comes in different colors that represent the nori and the rice and salmon and avocado, and it's adorable. And you roll it all up after you knit it, and it looks like a sushi roll. And it even came with the little grass and everything. So anyway, check out Instagram and you'll see it. Anyway, so another store that's organized from lace weight all the way to bulky, and then she separates that into 2 rooms. So in the first room, it's all mostly wool. Everything is more than 50% wool. In the second room, it's blends that are cotton and other man-made fibers. She actually has a really nice selection, believe it or not, of acrylics that are very soft and would make good baby blankets, or
that's good.
Your first knitting project that you
because not to be yarn snobby, I mean, we don't always need to knit with hand-dyed,
right.
a small batch.
Exactly. So and
cool.
a really nice selection of cottons and stuff like that. She's got a couple little areas, little couches and stuff where you can sit and knit. She has a fabulous selection of sail yarn, which I guess they're like the discontinues. I got the feeling the discontinued yarns and stuff. So a really nice selection of sail yarns. And I bought from her. So since we're in Monterey, I had to get a sea otter.
A little knitting otter.
Yes. And she had also gotten, I went back because I needed a cord, a cable. She got these fabulous organizers. They were like a stiff canvas tray, and then these canvas
I've
cups.
seen those. Yeah, those are cool.
Absolutely adorable.
Yeah.
Really adorable.
Yeah.
So she got some really fun things from TNNA. She really enjoys, you can tell she really just loves her shop, loves what she does.
I think she's been there a long time too.
She has been. So that was fun. Definitely San Francisco is so lucky to have them because they're just has everything. They've got a little bit of the small batch, like Malbrigio and Madelinetosh. I think they had some Anzula. They also have the I mentioned it before. What's the one that Anne's got the whole wall of them? Shibui. They also have the Shibui. They have a lot of manufacturers that I'm not familiar with. So really a great selection, great place to go and start knitting. Ran into a lovely lady, Jennifer, who she was making a sweater. She had just finished making herself a sweater, and her mom wanted one in the same exact color, so she was buying the same exact color.
Oh, God bless her, because that would be boring.
Yeah. So anyway, so we were talking, and I was talking to her about stitches, and we've since friended each other and stuff. So anyway, so that was fun. Let's see. I think I've got all that. Oh, and actually I met quite a few crafters there too, because she's got rovings and stuff like that there too.
Very cool.
So, then the next and last store, the other store that I went to was Atelier, which was kind of almost a smaller version of Imaginits. So they had hide of rabbit. So these are rabbits that are used for their meat in Europe. And then what they do is they, I guess, take sections of the hide with the fur attached. And if you go on their website, you'll see they use this interspersed with other yarns to make a cowl.
Okay.
So it was a
Peter
little surprising.
Cottontail.
It was a little surprising because, California's, so, I mean, the woman was very adamant about how they're food source rabbits.
And I'm sure that's true.
So it was just, and it was lovely. It was, I was like, okay, I got to look at this. It was kind of cool. I think it's not quite, what was that, that cowhide stuff, the leather that you could like, gosh, it was like back, I'm dating myself, back in the 70s, you could like weave into keychains and stuff like that. It wasn't quite that thick, for those of you that know what I'm talking about. It wasn't quite that thick, but it was much thinner and more delicate. But it was interesting. It was very interesting. So, again, a lot of more like the larger company yarns, and definitely a good store to go to for your staples. So that, and you need those stores. You need those stores that has, the everything from the cotton to the shabui, soup to nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Then the final store that I went to was Firebird Yarns, where I also had a good time.
And where is Firebird Yarns?
They're on Haight Street.
Haight,
that one.
Yeah. I've never heard of them.
So Catherine's the owner, and Leanne is her helper. They were lovely because they also gave me ideas of places to go for Cecilia's kind of birthday celebration that weekend.
Oh, how fun.
So that was a lot of fun. They have only been open. What did they say? They haven't been open very long. I want to say since this fall.
Good for them.
Everything she has is indie dyers. So, and again, she's so wait, I was gonna say she's organized. Is she organized? I can't recall if she's organized by weight. I don't think so, but I can't remember. These all start to blend after a while. But looking at her wall of hand dyes are amazing. I mean, they're just the most amazing colors. And so these are some of the indie dyers she carries. Seismic Yarns Dye Works, Fully Spun, Mad Science Yarn, Cat Sandwich, Buxom Cat Knits, Houndstooth, Hugh Loco, Ba, and the Flying Kettle. And that's just some of them. And she has her own. So
that's awesome.
Just fantastic. I mean, and bright, airy shop. And she has this one area which, instead of using it like a display window, because it kind of juts out a little bit, that's where she's got a chair and a little area where you can sit and knit. I mean, it's just adorable. So
that's cool.
It was fun to to spend some time there and chat with the ladies. So what did I get from there?
And of course Hugh Loco, but
I saw it
at Stitches West. But some of the other ones I haven't heard of.
Yeah, I mean, they were just so Cat Sandwich. Were they at Stitches West?
No.
Okay,
I've heard of them though.
Bright pink, band, and just like fabulous colors, almost to the point where I was like, I don't know what to pick.
Yeah.
So anyway, so what I got from them. Am I missing a color? Oh, no, there it is. So I got some Hugh Loco. And I got some Flying Kettle and some Ba. And so I'm going to make a shawl. Yeah, I know. I went back to the blues and the... So I just... And they helped me pick these. And this has got... You can see the blues. And the purples.
And that's Ba yarn.
This is the Ba? Yeah, this is the Ba. The Ba. So I fell in love with this, and then it was so funny because I was sitting there just trying to like, does this look good? Does that look good? And Leanne comes over and she just like plops down. I think she plopped down the Flying Kettle. And I was like, oh my gosh. She's like, yeah, that's what I do. But I just, here, look at this. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? Like, so unique. So, that and that. So, I'm going to make another shawl.
Nice.
So yeah. So that was fun, and then I got you.
Oh my goodness.
More.
That's crazy. Oh, how fun for my crochet blanket. I'm so excited.
So yeah.
Wow. I'm so excited. This is Firebird. Little mini. That's awesome. I'm so excited. These are all going to be so fun in my crochet blanket.
Yeah.
I have to get working on it.
And I thought, you know what? It reminded me of going shopping. Oh, I love price tags on.
That doesn't matter. Mad Science. That's what I was trying to see the brand. That's beautiful.
It reminded me of when we went shopping for my Pro Soho.
That was so fun.
That was so much fun.
That was so fun.
To
Can
go
you do that
around,
again? Can you choose a project again? 'Cause
Seriously.
Stitches Midwest is coming up, and my yarn budget is like this big.
But that's why I like the minis, was because I was like, oh, let's try this one, and
Oh,
let's try
fun.
that one. So it was so much fun. So
yeah, it kept us busy at Stitches West. We spent the entire
so much
day.
fun.
It was really fun because it
We
was
went-
like shopping with someone else's money.
Yeah. So because I just wanted, and I showed it on a previous podcast, so I think it was
Yeah, we
the
talked
last
about
one
it before,
actually.
but
Yeah, or no, the second to last one.
getting
Anyway,
cold,
so
I am putting on
put
my.
on your, and then yes,
my
just
sweater.
you can talk about this sweater in about 2 minutes. So I'm almost done. So Leanne had so 2 things. Number 1, the dye project. So the dye project is not 100%. They're 100% merino, but they're not superwash. Now, this was interesting because she said the benefit of them not being superwash is that they tend to, wait a minute, I want to make sure I get this right. They're, obviously, it's not processed. Non-superwash yarn tends to have more structure and natural bounce.
Yeah, I think that the superwash process, and I could be wrong about this, removes some of the scales. So then it tends to pill more. The superwash yarn.
does.
And then I think it's also harder on the environment.
I think you're right. And she said that the non-superwash then felts more easily. So obviously, I mean, I appreciate the superwash, but the thing is that none of us really throw except for maybe socks. Who throws their knit stuff in the washing machine?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't necessarily need it to be superwash. I think it takes dyes really well. I think that was the other
thing. Yeah. Yes, she said it. Yes,
it will pick up the dye, and that's why it got to be so popular. But
right.
Yeah.
Now, the other interesting thing is, so I was talking about the pilling that we get frustrated with. So Leanne said her experience is that the superwash typically pills a lot in the beginning and then slowly backs off. And she said it's because all those loose hairs are kind of being released, turning into pills. You glean them, and then it should lessen over time. Which I was like, oh, I didn't. Okay, so let's try
cool.
it. Yeah. What else? And again, Catherine had just opened the store last September. Right, that's what I was looking for. And they were just lovely. It was Pride weekend when we were there, or right before when I was at Firebird. It was going to be Pride weekend that weekend. Anyway, so they were like, okay, so this is how you get around the town so that you're not running into all the traffic and all that.
Nice.
They were really sweet. They recommended this great little tea place called Sip. So we did that for Cece's birthday. So that was fun.
How old was she?
14.
Wow. Baby's 14. Can't believe it.
My baby's 14 and like 5'8".
Yeah, I'm surprised she's not taller.
I know, right? So, anyway, so dun, 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 I think I'm done.
I know.
So,
that's
crazy. So, So, talk about the...
Well, I'm wearing my finished Big Love sweater. I just put it on. It hasn't been blocked. Wait. So, there it is. I don't know how to show it on this. It was fun. I can block it and then... Yeah, so it was knit out of Shibui Silk Cloud held double with Mirasol Siza. And I really played yarn chicken. I just have a tiny little bit of yarn left. But, this is the first time I've even put it on since I bound it off. It has a tubular bind off on the sleeves and the hem. So I learned something new because I'd never done a tubular bind off. It uses a lot of German short row shaping, which was fun. German short rows are my favorite. So you can see some of it there.
German short rows.
Yeah, so
You're
it
a
needs
better
to
woman
be
than me.
blocked, but other than that, I really like it. I think it'll be a fun
It's really
sweater.
cute. Yeah.
And I got a little cold. I know it's hard to imagine. There's a cool,
In
you know,
July.
kind of coastal breeze here all the time. So,
Yeah, the font
you
isn't
know,
moved in
you
yet.
could wear wool all the
You
time
could,
here,
totally.
except maybe not in September, October.
Yeah,
But even
when you get
then,
the heat
it
wave.
depends on the day.
Yeah.
So,
where you're living.
so yeah, I got a little chilly out here. So although those don't match, I was going to show it to everyone anyway. I'm really excited to be done with it. It wasn't necessarily a fun knit, but I think it's really pretty. I think I just got, well, it wasn't not fun. It just got tiring. The stitch pattern in the sleeves got tiring. And the sleeves are pretty snug. Like, the sleeves are pretty snug. I mean, they're not uncomfortable, but...
Whose pattern is this?
Oh, this is the Big Love pattern by Anka Strick.
Okay.
I'll
I
link
haven't
it.
knit anything by her yet.
Yeah. So, I think it was supposed to be knit in Pluto Lopi or one of the Lopis. But I really like, I don't know if the coloring is coming out. The coloring combination of the silk cloud and the...
It's so pretty. It's got a nice little, there you go.
Yeah,
It's got that little
very
sheen, just a little
pretty,
bit of
and
a-
it's like a green with a little bit of bluey green in there. So anyway, fun. I finished it. Yay, a finished object. And that's a big one because this one, you know, all this ribbing takes a while. So I think it's called, I don't know if it's some kind of pattern that's like mistake rib or something similar. So yeah, I have a cozy new sweater.
Excellent.
Yeah. So what else? Anything else?
I have more. I just don't know if I should
I
say
know. How long have we been talking?
I don't
How
know.
long have you been talking?
I don't know.
No,
Well, the first
I'm
one was
kidding.
like Warren said like the 38 minutes for the first one, I think.
And how long is this one? Should we keep talking?
24.
Or should we put it
I
off
think
until the
that's
next time?
the
I don't
first
know.
one.
Your call. I mean, I fixed a couple of things, and then I have my work in progress.
Well, I could show more yarn, or I could show my FO.
We'll show your FO. That's
Okay,
more
show my
fun. After a while, yarn is like, okay.
Yes, but this is from.
I know. You can show it next time.
Wait, is this my? Oh yeah, it is.
Wool piggery.
Oh, I could show my FO on my whip.
Yeah.
So I finished my chevron blanket in the Barocco 100. So this was like most of my time up in San Francisco knitting. Oh, that's
That's darling.
So it turned out kind of cute.
Yeah, it's darling. I love the colors.
So yeah,
And that's out of Barocco cotton, right?
Barocco. Yeah, I think it's called like Pima 100 or 100, something like that.
That's super soft.
So it's so soft. It's got a beautiful
It's really
drape.
cute.
You know, I made like a couple little boopsies, but
Well,
you know what?
aren't there always?
It's gonna have baby spit on it soon. So you know, but it's so
Did you say
soft.
spit?
Yes.
Or
Baby spit. Yes, baby spit. So, but
yeah, I love the colors. It's
yeah,
darling.
I was really happy with it. So, and then I also made the little car, you know, Levy blanket /
Oh,
Barbie
cute.
blanket, baby blanket. So,
Cute.
so I did that, and then my whip, which doesn't look like much. Oh my gosh, picking up and knitting around this Julie's wrap was just.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I had to go out and get a 60-inch cord.
Wow.
So I am just shy of starting
you're
the
almost done.
baubles.
That's exciting.
So hopefully by next.
You might be done by next time.
I don't know. I've never done baubles before, so I don't know how long they're going to take.
I don't like doing them, but
I know I've heard mixed reviews. So, and okay, so I slipped the first and last stitches, or actually I slipped the first stitch in every row. And then when I went to go pick up, it caused a little bit of a pain in my butt.
Yeah.
However, I was regretting it, but I'm kind of glad I did it ignorantly because I really like the way it looks on the left side.
Show it closer. I don't know if they'll be able to see.
Hang on, I want to make sure it doesn't come off. I like the way it looks. I mean, it doesn't look so great right now because it's not blocked, but it kind of gave it a little bit of a finished border
And you don't think it would do that on the regular pickup?
I don't think so, because you get those little nubbies, you know, when you...
Yeah, it's pretty.
You know?
Yeah, it doesn't look bad from that side.
Yeah.
You know, not like picking up stitches regularly.
Yeah, so, well, let's see.
Here's picking up stitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
So I kind of feel like it...
prettier.
Yeah, so that if it's on the left side by accident,
and
it's
is that
not going to be...
twisted rib?
That is...
Twisted rib, yeah. It's beautiful, though. You're going to love that when it's done.
I am going to love it when it's done, but it's one of those knits that it's like... I loved knitting this part. This was like the best.
Yeah, squishy garter.
Oh my gosh, it was the best.
Mindless.
Well, not just that, but like, okay, so I sit and knit at the dance competitions. So I sit and I knit, and it's usually fairly dark. They keep the lights very low, so I try to find the most light over a seat, and that's a seat I sit in. But it still has to be a light fabric, and the fact that this was garter and I didn't have to think about anything, it was great.
Yeah, so I knit in the dark. Like people who knit at the movies, I cannot do that. I've tried.
If it's something like this, I couldn't do socks. Like God bless Tracy of Grocery Girls.
I tried to knit socks.
No, I couldn't do socks because they have to be so much tighter.
Yeah,
and the teeny weeny stitches. But this I could do in the dark because it was very loose and it was easier to find your stitch.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So I did most of that way. Yeah. So and this is Plucky Primo Fingering and Dreamy. So I'm really excited to finish this.
And is that your only whip right now?
That and the leg warmers, and I'm making a baby hat to coordinate with the baby blanket. And I think I'm gonna start one of the shawls soon. I want to cast on one of those.
You have to have travel knitting for Stitches Midwest. It's only in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about my yarn.
So I don't want to make this podcast too long.
What yarn are you excited to see at Stitches Midwest?
Lavender Loon.
Oh.
I've never seen it, so that'll be different. There's a hand-dyed...
I feel bad that I'm like pouring myself.
No. It's good wine.
It is good wine, isn't it?
Let's see. What else? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of ones that I've seen before, but that's okay. You know, any yarn.
I'm excited to see Magpie again.
And I'm excited to see my sister and my niece.
Yes.
That'll be super fun. Oh, yeah, and my sister really is excited to see Magpie. I think she has some yarn in mind. So that's exciting.
I think Magpie is the one that, like, I'm thinking about. I want to go check out their worsted again.
What do you think you'll buy? My yarn budget is small, so I'm looking for...
Yeah, talk to me about small wine budgets.
My wine budget's small too.
Yarn budgets.
I'm looking for like fingering weight, tonal, maybe a silk merino blend. It could be DK weight too. A sweater quantity. Maybe signature needles, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
See, so I need a sweater quantity of something. So I just bought some Plucky Twill in their DK weight, which now I'm starting to think was a mistake for that effortless wrap. What's one I'm making? Modern wrapper.
You know, they showed it in this Shibui Vine lately. But Vine is that paper. It's the paper blend, which would be a good weight for here. But I don't know that you'd wear it in the winter.
Well, I made the mistake of looking at it and seeing that it was 22 stitches to the inch, and that's what, or to the 4 inches, right? Yeah, and that's what DK is. But learn from me, people. I should have read more, because basically what they were saying is you should knit a heavy fingering weight to that DK weight because they wanted it to be a lightweight fabric, and it's a very long sweater. So I'm hoping that the Plucky Primo DK, which is what I bought, is still going to produce a light enough fabric that long sweater doesn't stretch out. And it has nylon in it, so it's got memory. Yeah. So, I don't know. Because I just couldn't bring myself to knit that whole sweater in fingering. That was my other thing. I just really didn't want to knit it in fingering.
Yeah, that's a lot of yardage in fingering.
Yes. It was a lot of yardage.
I kind of want to knit a boxy. I don't know what I'm thinking. Because that's I mean, my niece knitted it and she made it slightly smaller. She didn't cast on as many stitches, and I liked that. So that's what I would do. But like, nice. That's an old pattern.
I think I want to do a weekender.
Oh, I have the yarn for a weekender.
I want to do a week. Well, that's what my DK was supposed to be, but then it turned into the V-neck, the Hohi V-neck. Which I'm glad because that was a DK, and I'm glad that I didn't do the, the math. But I think I want to find something for the weekender.
Are we in dream knitting now? In the official dream knitting?
Yeah, I guess. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay.
So what else should I talk about? Something else?
I have my WIP, my Sunday Tea, which is Sunday Tea by Petite Knit. And so I started that a while ago. That's what it looks like. And I knit it out of Holtzgarn Coast, which is, I tried to get the same blend. And this is not going to show at all, really.
Are these signatures?
No, they're Knitter's Pride version.
Oh.
Knitter's Pride Zings, I think they're called.
Yeah, I've heard about those.
Yeah, so that's what it looks like so far. And it's hard to tell from here, but I did try it on. And so this, splays out.
Teeny weeny.
It's teeny weeny, and it's taking me forever.
Oh, goodness.
So now I'm just at stockinette, and I keep plugging away at it. I definitely should be using a progress keeper because it feels like I don't make very much progress, but I got really tired. So I wouldn't allow myself to start a new sweater until I finish this one.
Oh, so what are you going to start next?
So I started, again, out of stash yarn because I'm working from stash, and that makes me feel much better.
See, and I'm building up my stash.
This is a summer ranunculus. So ranunculus I knit already, and now I'm going to knit a summer version.
Nice.
I cast it on last night.
What is that? What's the yarn?
This is Drop Spell. It's what is it? It is
definitely got some cotton in there.
Yeah, it's I don't know. What is it? What isn't it? Why can't I find it? Drop Spell. 53% cotton, 33% viscose, and 14% linen. It was super cheap. I bought it on some sale, and I have a sweater's quantity, so I thought, why not? It's going to be, so I'm knitting it on a size 9 needle.
It looks like a pinky, creamy color.
It's actually just creamy.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a pink hue.
Maybe, which is good for me, because I don't think yellow hue is as good. So it's twisted rib. It's a double loop cast on, which is interesting. I'd never done that before. So I learned something new, which is always nice. And the first ranunculus I knit had a tubular cast on. That was the winter version. And I did the narrow neckline. So you have two neckline choices, wide or narrow.
Oh.
And I did the narrow before, and this is the wide, although it really isn't very wide.
Is this one the one that's like...
The one that I said isn't flattering?
No, the ranunculus is like, it looks good on everybody.
Yeah, everyone knits it. It's big and boxy and has lace on the top. It's a round yoke with lace on the top.
No, but like everybody, like, so.
And it was so fun to knit, the first one. Honestly, I knit it in like a week. Okay. I mean, so I'm thinking this is going to be my Stitches Midwest sweater because I don't think this one is going to be done. The blue one is going to be done. So this is going to be my Stitches Midwest sweater. And then what will I knit for Stitches knitting?
It's only 3 weeks away.
Yes.
I gotta get knitting.
What will I have for Stitches knitting? I don't know.
I think I'm gonna have to start one of my shawls.
Yeah. And then I have that test knit that I'm doing, the sock, but I can't show it. But it's got 3 or 4 different charts for one sock. So it's not like I get home from work and want to knit on that sock. Yeah. So it's slow going. But
yeah. All right. Well, so I'm gonna show one more thing.
Yeah.
Because I can't hold back. So, my sister, my world traveling, globe-trotting sister. Oh, and, I can't remember. We'll figure it out and we'll put it in show notes. I think it was, somebody gave us soak.
Oh.
To put in our, giveaway.
How sweet.
I think it was the, was it Yarnless Raveled? Could have been that one. I have
Danville.
to look. Yeah, it was I think it was a Danville one.
That's so sweet.
All of the yarn stores, all the people were so nice.
We'll talk about the giveaway as soon as you're done.
Oh, that's right. We've got to do that. Okay.
No gadget today.
No gadget today. So, yeah, way over.
Long.
So, my globetrotting sister said to me,
"Hi, Anna Maria. Did I get it right?
No,
Anna Marie.
Anna Marie.
Hi, Anna Marie.
That's okay. So she says to me, I've got to go to Paris. Do you need anything? I was like, well, she only went for like 48 hours, if that. I mean, I think that includes travel time or something.
For her job.
Yeah, for her job. So I was like, yes, I need something. I was like, well, how would you like to go to a yarn store? So she went to La Bien-Aimée for me.
She has such a great logo. I love
really
that
does.
sheep.
And I
did. The face of the sheep is so cute.
It really is. And she
sheep.
also bought.
I want one.
They make messes.
I know, but I want
They
one.
do. They're like little.
In my little tiny house.
Well, they're like little grass clipper people. Like natural black. Anyway. Airplane.
Oh,
so she went there and she
it's
bought
beautiful.
2
yarn. Oh my goodness,
Okay,
she
wait.
did so well.
So that's one of 2. Hang on.
Oh my goodness.
So she bought one for herself and one for me. So she fell in love with.
This is for you, right?
No.
Oh. Well, that's
Okay.
gorgeous.
Notice the
pinkish. Yeah.
So so she really liked your vertices
Unite.
shawl.
Oh, and that's so fun to knit. You're gonna love that.
Yeah. So she loved that. So she
Yeah.
went in and she said I think she explained to them which shawl she liked. And so the woman in the shop said, okay, Anna Marie said that they had just a wall full of color. And so the woman said, just pick a color that you like and we'll build off of that. So I think, if I've got it right, I think this is the color she picked.
Oh, so pretty.
So it was either that one or this one.
Oh, you are going to have such fun knitting that. Honestly, I'm thinking you should knit that next.
I know. But here's the thing.
It's basically garter.
So wait. So yes, I want to knit this one next. But okay, wait. So I'll get there. So she did this. So this is what they built for her.
Oh, that's gorgeous. That's going to make such
cold.
Okay. Oh, there's too much yarn to hold
more.
in one hand.
I know. So isn't that... Here, wait.
There.
Wait, you're missing one. The one in the... Wait, there we go. Isn't that...
That's gorgeous.
Just, I mean, like...
That's so pretty. Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, I love that.
So, anyway. So, she was just so excited. And she said that the option instead of this yellow was like a green or something.
Oh,
she
no.
She did
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too.
I think Dunder Knits. Have you ever watched the Knitting Vicariously Knitting Vicariously podcast? She has a thing for this gold. She's having a gold along. I think it's called.
Ooh.
You should
Gold along. Okay.
knit that.
So I said to her, I was like, I want to get going. I said, which color do you want to be most prominent? She's like, I can't decide. Can I get back to you?
I think you should decide because I don't think there is any one prominent color.
No, because I don't know. She's gonna, I don't know. Well, there's that one
Anna Marie,
piece.
you should let Joan decide.
No, too much stress. Anyway, so, but here's why she hasn't decided yet is because now she's in Edinburgh.
Oh, that poor thing. I'm so sorry for her.
So now she's actually on vacation. So you know what?
Cool.
She travels all over the world for her job, so she deserves to be able to be on vacation.
Yeah,
but she's in Edinburgh and she went to Twist Studio, and met Jess. I think it's Jessie, Jesse, or Jess. I can't remember. Anyway, so we're gonna talk more about her yarns next podcast because I should have her yarn. My sister brought me some yarn from her. So we should have her yarn.
Your stash has grown a lot
in
this last month.
I am so excited.
Stitches Midwest should be interesting.
It was so exciting.
Okay,
anyway,
so shawl number 2.
While she was there, she picked this out, and I think I'm gonna make the Hohi Fade. It's called the big rectangular.
Oh, the one where you start and then you do one half and then you do the other half. It's very large.
Yeah, and I have enough. Because
cool.
I think she used this. I can't remember. But she was like, I saw this. My sister said, oh, I saw this kit, and this just said to me, she said, I just thought this was you. And I was like, oh, you know me so well.
It's very pretty.
So I'm like, and I'm in my pink phase. And my sister had no idea that I'm in my pink phase. She had no clue. So the fact, but look at this. Look at this green. Look at that.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
I mean, look at that. Is that just so pretty?
How sweet that she bought you that.
And then, like, there's this peach.
Yeah, I love that grubby peach.
And yes, grubby peach. I like that. So I'm just so excited. She said the ladies at La Bien-Aimée, my sister's not a knitter. She's a needle pointer. She said the ladies at La Bien-Aimée were so nice. So they're very helpful and really were very lovely. So I'm getting spoiled. Yarn all over the world. So anyway,
well, you'll have enough to last you for a while.
Look at that purple in there.
That's awesome. That's so pretty.
This skein, I mean, it's got like the gold. I mean, just, I'm so excited. So anyway.
Airplane again.
So yeah, airplane. Sorry, Gary.
So
giveaway.
No gadget today. We should talk about the giveaway.
Airplane. American Eagle. LA. Sorry.
Okay, so giveaway. So giveaway.
So what are we doing?
We are doing answer a question on the Ravelry group. You have to be a member of the group, or we could do it on YouTube and just make a comment, but choose from the comments. God. But I think Ravelry's easier.
No, let's do it on Ravelry.
Yeah. So Ravelry, you have to be a member of the group.
Of which, you know what? All the people that have commented on YouTube, God bless you. Thank you so much.
Seriously.
We have 233 subscribers.
Oh, that's amazing.
And
we have friends, because that's what I wanted, friends.
Yes, we have friends. And we hit over 101 followers on Instagram like yesterday or today.
Oh,
I'm so excited.
That's so nice. I'm so excited to like have our little friend community group grow because in this area there aren't that many knitters. Like I touched base with a knitter in the Minneapolis area, and they have a plethora of yarn shops. I mean, and I went to the Knitters Guild with my niece in Madison, Wisconsin, and I'm telling you, like, you had to get there 45 minutes in advance just to get a parking space here. No, it's not like that. So,
you know what guild is here.
Yeah, no. I mean, the closest yarn store other than our local one is another 45 minutes. It's in Santa Cruz.
There's one
and
in Santa
I've been
Cruz,
there. Yeah.
I don't remember what's the name.
The Swift Stitch.
Gosh, I don't think I've
been there a couple of times because it's by a really great brewery called the Humble Sea.
Well, maybe we need to go up there and could podcast from there.
We could do a day trip because it's it's anyhow.
Sorry,
we're digressing, but Knit 1 Sip 2 on Ravelry. I'll post a question. It should close. I was going to do it it's in honor of our birthday month, which is July is our birthday month, and neither of our birthdays have happened yet. And so, we will post the question.
I was thinking it should be like, tell us something about your favorite little yarn shop.
That's a good idea.
Just because
or if you don't have one, what would be your ideal?
Yeah,
I'll that's something. A great idea. I'll put that, and that's like universal. And
because we want to hear about everybody's yarn shops, and because I loved traveling to all these different yarn shops.
Yeah, it was
awesome. So we've got to hit a couple when we're at Stitches Midwest. We have got to hit a couple.
Yes.
Sorry.
So we'll post that in Ravelry the day that this goes up. We'll put that question up.
Yep.
And then would you say August 15th or when we podcast after August 15th-ish?
Yeah. After
Stitches Midwest.
We'll do something. Yeah.
Because that's a month.
If you can try to put it in by August 15th. I was going to say July 31st, but 30 days has September, April, June, November yet.
It's 31. But I think it gives everyone a month because by the time it's posted...
Yeah, that's true. Because today's the 11th.
Today's July 11th, and by the time it's posted, it'll be Sunday probably, and then that's the 14th. Right. So then to August 15th, that's like a clear deadline. August 15th, Pacific time, midnight Pacific time. Then we'll draw and... a giveaway. So it'll be a bag made by our awesome editor who deserves lots of tequila. That's what he gets.
Yes.
He's paid in tequila, and it's wax canvas, drawstring, extra large bag, which is really cool, and then yarn.
And then some yarn.
Yeah, and then those little goodies. All the little goodies from Joan's trip. So,
yeah.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging in there for all these hours, because I feel like this has been really long, but fun.
Sorry. Yeah, that was like...
it's been a while, so it was
well,
fun.
and like traveling all over the Bay Area to different yarn stores, it takes time.
Yeah.
So, think of it this way. I took days to do it. You got to do it in just an hour or so.
Yeah, and we'll put some pictures at the end, and then that way if you just want to tune out and don't want to see the pictures, that's cool. Yeah. Anyway, thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Happy knitting. Happy sipping.
Yes.